What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I don't know. I don't know why I do that and what's that about. But anyway, I always do that. Like the what's up. I don't know. It's weird. I always do. I gotta find something to do with my hands. I don't know. But anyway, what's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review episode 8, season 4 of Insecure, and the episode is titled Low Key Happy. Let's get right into it. It was a really okay, I'm doing too much. It was a really good it was a really good episode. I'm all tongue tied and all. I should have had this video up by now. By the time you see this, episode 9 will be on, but don't worry, you can go on and watch episode 9 as well, because I'm gonna put them up back to back. That's what I'm gonna have to do, because it's just took me a long time to get this up. I don't know why. I watched it when it aired last week, but I'm sorry, y'all, but here it is anyway. All right, so let's get right into it. The episode starts off with Lawrence in the bar slash restaurant or whatever. He's sitting at the bar, and Issa comes in looking gorgeous, by the way, in this beautiful red outfit, and bam, falls flat on her face. How embarrassing is that? Just bam. And it was one of those things where she was so embarrassed, where she did not even want anybody to help her up. She's like, let me stay down here. I'm on my face. Let me get up on my own. Lawrence even went over. He was like, you need a minute. I would have still tried to help her, but she was like, nope, I got this. So she gets herself together. Okay, that place is a little too rowdy. So they decide to go somewhere else. So then it had some funny moments. I like the funny moment with her and Lawrence in the lift, and the lift driver is telling them all about, are you two together, this, that, and the third, and where you from, are you a couple, are you married, this, that, and the third, and Issa's like, we're from Alaska, because she don't want to talk. She wanted a quiet car, a quiet ride. The lady's steady talking. Lawrence, this was funny, Lawrence is playing along. And I like how he was like, oh, yeah, I had a ring and everything. And the woman turns around. She's like, well, propose to her then. Do it now. I thought that was very funny. Very funny. Now, because that reminded me of something I would do. I like to play with people like that when people are being nosy and asking things. I'm just going to play along with you and just keep, toying around. But Issa wasn't really there for that. She was like, look, lady, just take us where we need to go and be quiet. But I thought that was really funny. So now they go to the second restaurant, and they're having this conversation, and Lawrence said he had something he wanted to tell her, or ask her, I guess. So he asked her about, he was thinking, what would have happened had they stayed together? You know what I'm saying? Because right now they're on my own. Why did it end this way? So he needs answers. That's basically what he's saying. He needs answers. And I could relate to that. Because y'all ever broke up with somebody? I know this girl broke up with me. And, see, these shows, I'm telling you, sometimes with these shows, if y'all get to know me, any of you who watch a lot of my stuff, I always and when it's a well-written show and a good show, I can always insert myself in my life and then relate to it somewhat. That's what I like about this show. Because when he was asking her those questions about, like, I'm wondering how things would have been had we not broke up, I had that same situation go down with a girl I broke up with a woman I broke up with, because I'm not no girl, I'm a grown man, with this woman that I broke up with, and it was really, for me, I needed to know that, and I never got that answer because we never had that conversation that he's having with Issa. It was like we broke up and that was that. So I appreciated that scene, especially how when he was asking her, he said, listen, with Daniel, why Daniel? And when he said that, something went through me. I was like, remind me of my own relationship where it's like, why such and such? I'm not, get out. I'm sorry, I don't always relate things back to myself. But it was like, I felt that. I was like, I feel you, like, why? And then she explained it happened, but it was because Daniel was giving her the attention she needed at the time. So they had a really mature conversation where they were open about things and things that could have hurt both of their feelings and she was telling him how she didn't like coming home to him and all that, and he just didn't want to have sex. He didn't want to do anything with her. And then he said something to her where he mentioned, he's basically, Lawrence said something like, well, getting up and seeing you go to work when I didn't have anything to do kind of depressed him more. So he was in this weird stage, because I know for me, I know that would have bothered me, because the way I was raised, the man gets up, the man goes to work, the man takes care of the house, the man pays the bills of the household, and this, that, and the third. That's how I was raised. That's how I saw my grandfather do it. That's how I saw my father do it. That's how I saw it. The men, we get up and work. So when you don't work and you just can't seem to get your career going, you do feel a little, you feel a little like, damn, I can't provide, I can't do anything. So I could relate to that. So I guess Lawrence was basically saying that, he felt worse, and seeing her like that, going to work and leaving, made him feel even worse, and he just didn't know how to say anything. And he would have went back home, but if he go back home, he probably would have felt even worse. So when she cheated on him, that was his excuse to lash out and just blame her for everything that was wrong with the relationship. And that was like, who wrote this episode? That was well written, and I got that. I was like, I like that. I like that happened. But then here was something else that was going on. He said that him and, what's her name? Canola. Him and Condola broke up. But did y'all see how she kept calling and he's texting her and all that? So I'm like, what's going on with this? Y'all not together and all this. Well, you keeping her in your back pocket. You over here with your ex, and you're trying to see if, what's going on with this, and you're keeping this one in your back pocket, because I believe she called twice, I think. So, that was a good conversation. They had a good open conversation, very honest. That's good. In real life, that's what we need in relationships. But we don't do that, y'all, do we? We don't. I know I don't do it. Sometimes you hold things in, and you want to win so bad, that both sides, I feel like we want to win so bad and win the argument and win whatever, that we don't really let our guards down and tell the truth of what we're really feeling. We don't be vulnerable. And I saw that in that episode. Like, okay, and I appreciated them talking, and I'm thinking, oh, they're getting closure. Okay, they're getting closure. That's cool. Another funny scene is when they ran into the TSA dude that Issa used to mess with. He do that whole, all that noise he does when he's. That was funny. She was kind of embarrassed. She didn't kind of want Lawrence to know she was messing with the dude. I thought all of that was playful and funny. Now, they're in the car. They're going back to Lawrence's house. So I'm like, oh, she going back to the house. And they have this conversation and all this, and they're a little playful. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Lawrence steps outside so he can speak to Condola. And Issa pretty much catches him and says, was that Condola? And he was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be, I said I was going to go over there. Now, it's the second time, I believe, right? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. This is the second time he told her that he was going to, come over possibly later, but he didn't. So Issa said something like, well, I didn't want this night to be over, and I want to stay. So I was like, oh, hold up. This is not going where, I was like, this is not going where I think it's going. And of course it did. He said, okay, you want to be happy, whatever. She told him, you make me happy. So y'all saw what happened. They end up doing the do, having sex, getting, so I'm saying, okay, so she's aware that he was calling Condola. She does not care. So I said, is this like a closure sex? Is this, I'm just going to get this on, get my rocks off? Because then you notice how she, after they had sex or whatever, she didn't let him take her home. She got herself dressed, and she walked her way home. So I was like, was this closure sex for her and just a little ride for him? Like, I was trying to figure that out, because it was like, okay, are you two trying to get back together, or is this the final thing and now we have closure? I would be cool with that. Like, you two talked it out. You got closure on why the relationship didn't work. And so now we're gonna go our separate. We're gonna get a little roll in the hay because we still like each other. We still attracted to each other. We're gonna get it down. Y'all think my theory is right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna get it down. We're gonna get things going, and maybe this, that's what they needed to do to just now they could just leave each other alone. I don't know. We don't know, but it was like I was surprised when they actually did that. So I said, so are they going to be back together now? Is that what's going on? And what's up with Condola? And what does she want? Because she kept calling like she had something to say. So I'm like, what's going on here? So, yeah, I thought it was I really enjoyed this episode. It was funny, and it was, like I said, it was relatable because it made me think of my own past relationships and things where I was like, well, if I would have did that, or maybe if I would have said that, or if she would have said that, or, like things like that. So I appreciated that. So I thought it was a really good episode. I was happy with this episode. That's all I got on it. What do you guys think? What did you feel about it? Are they back together? What's going on? Should they get back together, or should they just go their separate ways? Because I don't know. Because I kind of feel like he still has these feelings for Issa. Obviously, she has feelings for him. But this thing with the keeping Condola in the back pocket, but then it's like Issa's also aware of this, so she's cool with this. So I'm like, I don't know what this is. Are y'all gonna? We don't know. So we have to wait until the next episode to see what's going on with all of this. And that's all I have. This is kind of short and sweet. That's all I got. So thank you for watching. And do me a big favor. Thank you. I want to just shout out everybody that's been watching my Tyler Perry reviews. I promise I'm going to get some more stuff up on here because I also sing and I do a few other things. It just takes a lot of time to get these things up and running. When you got children and career and so many things going on. So I'm going to try that. But I just want to say thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for watching. I noticed more people watch the Tyler Perry reviews and all that stuff because it's a lot sillier and stuff. And it's a lot, I'm a little more silly on those videos because it's a different type of show. But I see that people are watching this too. So do me a favor, comment below, like, subscribe, help me to keep this channel growing. And that's all I got for now. I will see you in the next video. Be blessed.